French fries are one of the most popular and widely enjoyed foods across the globe, served in countless styles and variations. But despite their name, they may not actually come from France. The story behind how they became known as French fries is filled with historical twists, linguistic confusion, and even a bit of wartime misunderstanding. So, where did they really come from, and why do we call them French? Let's uncover the truth right here on History of Simple Things. The most commonly accepted theory about the origin of French fries points to Belgium. Historical records suggest that fried potatoes were already being prepared and eaten in the Meuse Valley, located in present-day Belgium, as early as the late 1600s. According to local lore, villagers living along the river relied heavily on small fish as a staple food source. However, during particularly harsh winters, when the river froze over and fishing became impossible, the villagers turned to potatoes as an alternative. They sliced the potatoes into small strips and fried them in oil, much like they would fry fish. This practice eventually became a staple in the region, giving birth to what we recognize today as fries. Belgian historians argue that French fries should rightly be called Belgian fries, and they point to early written references as evidence of their claim. One of the earliest known mentions of fried potatoes comes from a manuscript by Joseph Girard, a Belgian historian who described how the people of the region were frying potatoes in the late 17th century. Additionally, in the 19th century, Belgium had many street vendors who specialized in selling fries, further supporting the idea that Belgium is the true birthplace of this culinary favorite. So if French fries originated in Belgium, why are they called French fries instead of Belgian fries? The answer lies partly in language and partly in historical events. One theory suggests that the term French was used because of the method of cutting the potatoes. In culinary terms, to French means to cut food into thin, elongated strips. This is the same reasoning behind other food names such as French-cut green beans. Therefore, it's possible that when English speakers encountered these deep-fried potato slices, they simply referred to them as French fries based on the way they were prepared rather than where they came from. Another explanation involves American soldiers stationed in Belgium during World War I. When U.S. troops arrived in the region, they encountered Belgian soldiers who served them fried potatoes. Since French was the dominant language spoken in that part of Belgium, the American soldiers mistakenly assumed that the dish was French. Upon returning to the United States, they popularized the dish using the name French fries, and the name stuck. This version of the story is widely accepted and explains how the term became popularized in English-speaking countries. Interestingly, despite the Americanization of the name, many European countries still refer to fries differently. In Belgium and the Netherlands, they are called frites or fritains. The French refer to them as pommes frites, which translates to fried potatoes. Meanwhile, in Spain, they are known as patatas fritas. These regional variations in naming conventions reinforce the idea that the term French fries is more of a linguistic coincidence rather than an accurate representation of the dish's origin. France, for its part, does have a deep connection to fried potatoes, though not necessarily in the way most people assume. French cuisine has long featured fried potatoes in different forms, including the famous dish pommes frites. A significant boost to the popularity of fried potatoes in France came from Antoine-Augustin Parmentier, an 18th century nutritionist and agronomist. Parmentier was a strong advocate for the widespread consumption of potatoes, which were once considered unfit for human consumption in Europe. Through his efforts, including hosting elaborate potato-focused dinners attended by influential figures, potatoes gained favor among the French public. However, even though the French were consuming fried potatoes, there is no solid evidence that they were the first to invent them. The debate over the name has even led to lighthearted controversy, particularly between Belgium and France. Belgium has made numerous attempts to reclaim the credit for fries, even seeking recognition from UNESCO to classify their fry culture as an important part of their national heritage. The Belgian government has also run campaigns to promote the idea that fries should be recognized as a Belgian dish rather than a French one. In contrast, France has not been particularly concerned with asserting its claim over fries, likely because the country has many other culinary traditions that are more central to its national identity. The name French fries has also been subject to political influence. A notable example occurred in the early 2000s during the Iraq War. In response to France's opposition to the U.S. invasion of Iraq, some American politicians sought to reject French cultural associations. In a widely publicized move, the U.S. Congress cafeteria renamed French fries as Freedom Fries as a form of protest. This renaming, however, was largely symbolic and did not last long. Over time, the term French fries remained the dominant name in American culture. Despite the ongoing debate about their name and origin, French fries remain a universally loved dish with endless variations. Countries around the world have embraced fries and put their own unique spin on them. In Canada, poutine is a famous dish consisting of fries topped with cheese curds and smothered in gravy. In the United Kingdom, fish and chips are a beloved national meal. In the Middle East, fries are often served wrapped inside pita bread with shawarma. Even within the United States, regional variations abound, from loaded cheese fries to chili fries to the thin and crispy shoestring fries. At the end of the day, the name French fries is more a product of linguistic evolution and historical misunderstanding than an accurate reflection of the dish's true origin. While Belgium has a strong case for being the birthplace of fries, the name itself likely emerged due to either the French cutting technique or the misattribution by American soldiers during World War I. Regardless of what they are called, French fries have become a global phenomenon, enjoyed in countless ways across different cultures. Whether you call them French fries, frites, chips, or patatas fritas, one thing remains certain: they are one of the most delicious and universally beloved foods in the world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.